What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Main back checking in with the people. And today I just wanted to give y'all my top 5 list of my most anticipated games that are coming for the rest of 2016. Now, before I start this list, I do want to give a shout out to a couple honorable mentions. You know, just games that I'm really looking forward to, but I could not find myself putting these over the 5 that I have on my list. So to start my honorable mentions, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Gears of War 4. Gears is a series that when the first one came out, I played, but after that, I stopped playing it. I don't know why. I think it's because I gave up my 360 for PS3, but I'm getting back into it now. I'm trying to beat all the entries before 4 comes out. 4 looks good. I'm trash at the multiplayer, but I do plan on putting some time in to at least try and get decent at it. Next on my list, Gravity Rush 2. I played the first Gravity Rush with the remaster on PlayStation 4 earlier in the year. Definitely a great game. Flew under my radar, and I still feel like it's flying under a lot of people's radar. If you haven't played it and you got PlayStation 4 or even the Vita, go ahead and check out Gravity Rush 1. 2 is looking like more of the same, but better, bigger, and prettier, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Next on my honorable mentions is Titanfall 2. Now, we got the technical test, the alpha, beta, whatever you want to call it, going on right now. I'm definitely in there. I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a lot of fun. Definitely a little twist from the FPS when you jump into Titans and run around with those things. It's just a lot of fun so far. So give shout out to that. Next honorable mention is the PlayStation VR as a whole. I'm looking forward to games like Regs, Resident Evil 7, PlayStation VR World. I think it's the game called Farpoint. You know, and just the tech as a whole. I know it's going to be able to do more than just games, but you know, the experiences that we're going to get for the start of PlayStation VR, I'm definitely looking forward to some of those. And next on my list, I got Kingdom Hearts 2.8. More specifically, it's going to be that Birth by Sleep 0.2, whatever you want to call that. It's basically a demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's going to be the engine that Kingdom Hearts 3 is running in. Probably the closest we get to Kingdom Hearts 3 till it comes out in 2025. But hey, whatever I can get my hands on that feels like Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm in there. Next is Watch Dogs 2. I really liked the first one. I enjoyed the gameplay. The story was okay. The main protagonist, he was boring as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but this protagonist looks much better. He sounds to be more energetic. Like Aiden Pierce was just so boring to me. I couldn't even give a damn about him. So this protagonist seems like he has a better story. You know, more energetic, more energy to him, and you know, overall, it just looks like a much better game. A lot of new mechanics and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that definitely. And last of my honorable mentions is gonna be Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, at first, I was like, yeah, I don't give a damn about Infinite Warfare. Give me that Call of Duty 4 remaster. That's what I'm hyped for. But after seeing some gameplay of the story and some cutscenes, I actually, I'm interested in the story now. I like what they're doing with the storyline, and I know they got the Naughty Dog writers in there. And based off one cutscene that I saw, they had a gameplay cutscene, and the voice acting and just making you care about these characters was definitely something that they hit on when I was watching that gameplay trailer. So those are my honorable mentions. Now let me get to my top 5 list. Please chime in the comment section. Let me know what you're looking forward to most for the rest of the year. But for me, starting at number 5 has to be that NBA 2K17. I'm just a big NBA fan, you know what I'm saying? My team, the Brooklyn Nets, they're garbage, but I'll still wash anybody with the Brooklyn Nets in 2K17. Please add me and get washed up. But anyway, 2K17, just another entry, you know what I'm saying? Looks better for the most part. Some character models I'm not, too fond about, but for the most part, it looks better. It comes out, believe September. You can play it early on September 9th. They're allowing you to play it early. I believe it's for free too, and you can get started on the career mode. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It looks great. Can't wait to get online, see what the career is about, see what the park is looking like, all the new additions they add. They've been real tight-lipped about 2K17, and it comes out in a couple weeks. So definitely want to see more about that. If not, definitely can't wait to get my hands on the game. Coming in at number 4 is The Last Guardian. I, for one, never thought this game would come out. 7 years later, or probably more now, this game actually has a release date. It comes out in October, unless it gets delayed, but it comes out in October, and it's looking good. My expectations as far as visuals go, and probably most of the gameplay aspects, is to expect a PS3 game with some reworked aspects. I don't know what the hell they were doing for 7 years, but something tells me they weren't working on a game for all those 7 years. Something tells me they just picked this game back up a couple years ago and are just finishing what they had on PS3 and using the PS4 power to, like I said, rework some assets. If it's anything like Ico or Shadow Colossus, which are two great games, I'm okay with that, I just hope the controls are much better than those two. For their time, they were okay, but you go back and play them, and it's a little iffy. I just went back and played Shadow Colossus. Scale of the bosses are great. Scenery is great for what it is, but the controls are just... It definitely gives the game challenges, but it's like, nah, it could be much better these days. So I'm hoping, Last Guardian, delivers on those aspects. And like I said, even if it's like those other two, I'm okay with that. The story should be good. Yeah, Last Guardian. That's number 4. Moving on to number 3 is Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 gets this spot because it's taking it back. You know what I'm saying? We're going back to the World War days. And, when I first started playing Call of Duty, these were the games. This was the era that I started getting into these first-person shooters. And I'm just happy to see that the game is finally going back. I wanted Call of Duty to go back because World at War was definitely one of my favorites. But if Battlefield is doing it, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? The game looks fire. These graphics on point. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay we have seen, the story cutscenes. You can ride on the horses. You got swords. You got guns. You got tanks. All types of crazy stuff. It all looks fire. Looks crazy. Comes out, I believe. When does this come out? October, November? One of those jam-packed months. These months, they're going to be crazy. But Battlefield 1, yeah, it's fire. It's looking great. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Coming in at number 2. Now, this was like another game that was announced a long time ago. I don't even know what year it was. I want to say 2006, maybe? Final Fantasy 15. I want to say that long ago, but back when they were talking about Final Fantasy 13, this was another trailer they had showed at the end. It was supposed to be PlayStation exclusive, but it ended up moving on to being multi-platform. I don't really care. That's fine. More the merrier that get to play it. But back then, it was just like, damn, I can't wait to play that. And we haven't heard anything about it until a couple years ago when they finally showed it off again. And I believe it was the same E3 that they announced Kingdom Hearts 3. And it just looks good to me. It has gotten a delay most recently. And that has me worried because they had this big event for the September 30th release date. And they were doubling down on, yes, it's coming out this day. And we know y'all been waiting. And then they delayed it. Even though it's like a couple months. And I'm okay with delays. If it's going to make the game better, I'm okay with delays. But I'm just like, damn. Can we get the game already? You know what I'm saying? I just hope that doesn't mean to expect the game to be, buggy and not finished and, stuff like that. Like, if you're going to delay it, please delay it because it has some technical problems that you can clean up in 2 months. Don't delay it and then it comes out and it's still like, disappointing to the point where we ain't getting full games. Still riddled with bugs and things like that. Just please, we've been waiting long enough. Just give us a decent game, you know what I'm saying? So definitely want to see what the wait is about. It may never live up to expectations, but it's still on my list. I'm still anticipating it. It's still going down. And then number 1, we got a game where it's not the first in the entry, not the second, but the third. This is a game where I've never played the first one. I never even played the second one. And I'm still hyped. I'm talking Mafia 3, man. Mafia 3 was a game that I saw, and I gotta be honest, man. I was happy to see a black protagonist, not get shown in the stereotypical light. And, you just playing him in the hood and you going through the hood and, you know, drugs, gangs, all that other stuff. That's fine, but I'm kind of getting tired of seeing that for the black characters in video games. Give me more than just the stereotypical growing up in the hood. Now, it seems like he does have that as a background, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be what the main story is about. You know, he's a war veteran. He's been double crossed on certain missions. You know, he's dealing with the mafia. He has his partners with him. And who knows, like I said, the hood might come into play, but that doesn't seem like that's the bread and butter of his story right now. I've been watching some gameplay videos. The game looks great. It looks, you know, GTA style, if I'm being honest, but, you know, it's just a different setting. You know what I'm saying? It's back in I believe the 60s is the time era. And, you know, you're dealing with the mafia, you're dealing with other gangs. You got different sections of the town where, you know, you can work for this gang or you work for this group. And, you know, depending on how you treat this person, or you can double cross this and it elevates your standing with this one or drops with that one. Like, it's a whole bunch of different factors when it comes to doing missions for different gangs. And of course, you got your main missions, and the executions in this game, some say they over the top. I think they look crazy. Like, some saying he looked like a serial killer walking around like Jason with a machete or with a shotgun or something like that, man. They look so crazy, and like, it looks fire to me, you know. Definitely go check out some gameplay if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'll have some in the background, but they got like developer diaries, and you can learn more information about the city or about the character, or even the supporting cast and things like that. I haven't played the other ones, and I don't plan to. It doesn't seem like you'll need to play those just to understand what's going on in this one. They might have some subtle hints about different characters from the other story, and that's fine. If I don't get it, I'll just do my research or ask somebody that might know. But it looks great. Definitely a game on my list. But yeah, that's number one, man. Mafia 3 looks great. So far, 2016 has been a great year, if you ask me. Seems like the consoles are, you know, finally lifting off. We got some gems this year, like Uncharted 4, Ratchet and Clank. That's a great game right there. Definitely, you should check it out. The Division was good for like the first 30 hours if you're into the kind of the grind shooters. But after that, it kind of got boring to me. But I can't front and say I didn't enjoy my time with it. Overwatch is definitely a game that's been getting hyped and that a lot of people are still playing, talking about. And, you know, I might be missing a couple, but, you know, so far it seems like to be a real solid year that we got so far, and it's looking to end with a bang. So again, like I said, let me know down in the comment section what games y'all looking forward to for the rest of the year. It doesn't have to be a top 5. Give me your list, you know what I'm saying? Give me a list of games you're looking forward to, and I'll check y'all out in my next video. Peace.